Okay. Okay. Frozen in a single hit. Not bad. All right. They both got to do a single attack. That's my favorite part about this, is they only get to attack once, and then they die. Okay, it is a Temp Chains Extra Lightning Poison map, T12. It's the Corruption, just for my Doriani quest. Yeah, that's what you just saw just now. Good morning. This is day 2 update on the Pathfinder Werewolf. It's going really well. As you just saw, my favorite thing about it is that things don't even get to fight back. That's the best defense in this. Things don't get to fight back. Everything is almost permanently frozen. Even bosses, you kill them or you freeze them in 3 hits, 2 hits, and you kill them before they're unfrozen. That's my favorite part. Here's the skill tree. A few things have changed. We are still Pathfinder. We have not done a 3rd Ascendancy because I don't really care about this. I'm never going to use it. If I do my 3rd Ascendancy, honestly, I might just do Enduring Elixirs. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I was planning on going this, but I haven't bothered. Maybe this. I don't know. I don't really care about my last Ascendancy. We have gotten rid of the companion nodes. We have enough damage, flat damage, that we don't really need them anymore. We are still doing a bit of heralds. Some elemental damage over here. Nothing crazy, just kind of to get the herald stuff. But the most important part is over here. Let me just type that so it's a little... There. We have gone more into armor. We still have our AoE. We have gone into our rage. We've gotten armor ES, traveled up here, got this node. Elemental is hit by armor. We've actually gone up here now to the bear tree because it's really good. I didn't realize it. The armor wall shapeshifted. The extra fire is just a little bit damage on top, nothing crazy. But the 50% damage while immobilized, we immobilize. We do most of our damage while things are frozen. Things are just frozen all the time. So we're just getting 70% damage all the time on bosses, on everything. Of course, we got some more armor, energy shield. We have the cold damage. I plan on taking this next. We are using blood magic now. I was using this Levangia Spirit. It wasn't, as my gems leveled up and I added more sports, it wasn't enough. So I switched. I know I wanted to go regen and do Zealot's Oath, which we have just gone into, because my regen just surpassed my recharge rates. So we went Blood Mage. It's no problem. We have enough regen and lifesteal now and recovery on kill that it's just not an issue anymore. We kind of degen a little bit, as you can see. But it's not bad, especially with our skills and our regen. When we're in and attacking and in our comp ground, it's not an issue. But that's our passive skill tree. It's literally just rage, a bit of regen, armor, energy shield, and some elemental attack damage. That's it. It's very simple. I've been just kind of winging it, nothing crazy. For our skills, we have, here I'll put my items up too. We are using Shred with rapid attacks, close combat, rage, and life leech. The life leech, because Shred is like unconverted. It is almost all physical damage. This is our only ability that has almost all physical damage. That's why we can use life leech, and it's very noticeable on bosses. If you take a big hit before you freeze them, you regen it instantly almost. Rage, because we always want to be maxed rage. When we hit bosses, we normally use our Lunar Blessing, which takes away our rage. Within 3 seconds, we're back to top. Because the more rage you do, the more damage you do. 1% to 1% more. It's just really good. And then 15% attack speed when you're not at max rage lets you get it back much faster. Lunar Assault, we have added, well, we have Elemental Armament, we have Freeze because we just want to hit everything. We want to freeze everything in 1 to 2 hits. Anything but bosses, like unique bosses, we freeze in 1 hit. Unique bosses, as you saw there, sometimes we freeze in 1 hit. Most of the time it's 2 to 3, depending on their elemental resist and if there's like a map with threshold. We also have Rage because we just want to keep max Rage all the time. That's the most important part. I also got this. I didn't even realize this existed until I was just searching for gems. This is just better Ice Bite. This is why you want to stay max Rage along with Lunar Blessing. The 1 Rage is 1% extra added cold for 20 seconds. It's just way better Ice Bite. I didn't know this existed, and it is really good. It's like 40% extra damage. It's crazy. Pounce, we do Freezing Mark for the marking on bosses. That's mainly the reason we have Freezing Mark. But Mana Siphoning for a little bit more leech. We have Holy Descent now, which drops our ground, which is a pretty large amount of our regen right now. I plan on going more. We just haven't got any regen on gear, like none whatsoever. That's my next goal. And then Fist of War because it just feels good. The big slams, you run up to a pack, you slam it, the whole thing shatters and explodes. Most of the time, you don't need to attack in packs. It's really good. I love it. It feels good, but it's not really necessary. You can do something else, like cooldown. If you want cooldown reduction, that's probably going to be my 5th link, is cooldown, just so you can slam more. But if you don't really care about the damage on Fist of War, you can replace it for cooldown. Arctic Howl, I still haven't. I stopped using it at like level 40, and I haven't used it since. I don't even remember what I have in it. If you want to use it, it is extra damage. I just don't want more buttons to push. It already has 4 buttons to push, and I'm too lazy, so I cannot be asked to use it. But I did when I used it. It is Rallying Cry for Rage, I guess. Deep Freeze because I was freezing bosses, and it gives you like an extra like 3 or 4 seconds on boss freezing. And Tireless, I think it's bad. I don't like it. Arrow Device is our pops, Elemental Armament, Magnified Area, and Cold Attunement just for those satisfying crunches that everyone loves out of Herald Device. You hit a guy, the whole pack dies. Cross Slash, we have Culling Strike and Execute, because this is how, as you saw in the video, this is how you kill most bosses. You just the Execute, the Cross Slash with the balls that Shred makes annihilates bosses. And then we have Magnified Effect for the balls in case you're just lazy. When you freeze bosses, sometimes you can get 3 full rotations of Shred in and just completely skip the Cross Slash after 2. Because maybe they're up against the wall, something like that. But it could be anything else. It could be a damaging thing. It doesn't really matter. It's just easier to hit if you have this. Lunar Blessing, this is half of our damage on bosses. It's nuts. You pop it before. You have prolonged duration. We have concentrated effect because those little beams hit like a truck. Cooldown recovery, so we can just use it more often, and cold mastery for more damage. We have changed our. I was using Herald of Ash until recently, just because it's cool, but it's not great. I just liked it, but we have now officially changed to Barkskin, Prolonged Duration, and Vitality for more regen. This just gives you extra armor when you're deep in a pack and you're just getting your ass beat. This can give you several hundred armor extra for free, which makes you tankier. It helps with like shotguns and like lots of little attacks. Time of Need is how we are getting rid of elemental ailments and curses, but it is also really nice for recovery since we don't have a lot of regen yet. I'm aiming for like 1,000. That's a lot. 500 to 700 is probably more likely, but right now we're at like 250. But I have also no regen on my gear, so that we fix that. Compressed duration for just so it happens more often, and cannibalism just so when we're crunching into packs, we're always topped off. Since we are blood magic, we shoot a pack, we're instantly full health again, and our energy shield is back to recharging. For gear, it's all pretty bad. I have probably spent, besides my weapon, I have spent probably 5 Exalt on each piece. It's just life, resistances, armor, and energy shield. Like I said, if you want to go farther than this, life regen is going to be really, really good, because once we can get our energy shield recharging a lot faster, it'll be a lot better. Like I said, it's just... Oh yeah. Also, more armor applies to elemental resistance or elemental damage. Right now, I think we're at like 40%, something like that. We only have 6,000 armor almost. We're 5,800. We can do much, much better. Like I said, my gear is very, very bad. 136 armor, 250. My chest, I think I bought for 5x. And I haven't even... It has 2 open suffixes. So, like I said, my gear's not good. I don't even have them fully stacked out. I bought this for like 2x. Like I said, it's just all armor, health, and resistances. That's all it is. You can do so much better. I think I've had these rings. That's level 55. I've had this since the campaign. And right now we're in T12s pushing... I've been doing like T13s and 14s, but I did a T12 for that showcase because that's my quest. And yeah, gear is bad. For the weapon, I actually made a pretty good weapon. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I bought a base for like 10 to 15 exalts that had the percent and flat suffix or prefixes. It had attack speed suffix and a stun suffix. So it had an open prefix, open suffix. All I did is I used the omen to guarantee an essence. Well, it is this essence here. I use it's like battle or something. Yes, perfect essence of battle. It guarantees the +5 to attack skills, but it removes a random mod. With mine, it had 2 suffixes, the attack speed and stun threshold. I used the omen that guarantees it to remove a suffix. So my prefixes were safe, and it was a 50-50. I landed the 50-50, kept the attack speed, gained the +5 to attack levels. Then I slammed it with a guaranteed prefix omen for desecration. I used the reroll mechanic as well. And the first shot, I got like 20 lightning damage. It was terrible. I annulled it with the omen that guarantees the desecration annul, and then I landed cold pen. I'm aiming for percent hybrid accuracy, because then this could push this weapon into 700 physical DPS. That's the goal, but I settled right now for cold res because now I'm poor. It's about a divine and a half per try. I don't have that much money. And then I just slammed it with, because I didn't really care about the suffix. Crit would have been nice, but I just slammed it and got life gain on kill. It's whatever. I'm going to keep trying, keep annulling, and keep trying to re-roll the desecration for accuracy and percent fizz T1. It could take me 30 tries, but I'm going to keep going. But cold pen is great. 99% of our damage is cold pen, so I settled with that for now. The build is going very, very well. Like I said, bosses, 2 hits get frozen. They usually 1 or 2 attacks, and boom, they're dead. I'm really enjoying it. I understand that bears and wyverns might be a bit better, especially wyverns with their absolute boss melting, but I love cold. I love being able to freeze. You just jump into a pack, everything is frozen, you're zooming around, it's quick. With the gap closer with shred and pounce, we are blasting through maps. It's a very, very fun build. What I would change, of course, I need my 6 links. Ancestral Call would be really nice for clearing. I want to get AoE in my pounce. Once my shred gets up, honestly, I haven't even thought about it. I'm pretty happy with how it's running. That's really it. But try it out. It's a very fun build. If you like cold, if you like freezing as a defense. Next time, I'm going to try to have probably double or triple my life regen. I just hit the point where my regen beats my recharge. It's like 20 higher than my original recharge. right now, like we have general 75, but in our conch ground we're pushing 220. I want to get that up to 700. Then it's going to feel really good. It's going to be a nice defensive layer with it's constantly regenning. So it's, you know, refreshing your life, refreshing energy shield. It's going to be great. I want to push our armor up. Once I get good gear, I can easily push that up to 10,000. And then if I get 100% elemental protected against hints and armor, we're going to be so tanky. Already, since everything is frozen, we rarely die. We die to like poison. I have 0 chaos res. I'm not even capped on my cold and lightning apparently. So we're doing quite good. Check in, come by the stream if you have any questions. I'm gonna keep playing the build. And Pathfinder is cool. Shaman's probably better, but Pathfinder is cool because late game I'm going to turn all these nodes into damage and defenses with Traveler's Wisdom. We're just not there yet. We need better gear. So thank you for watching, and this video is sponsored by me. Like and subscribe and ding the fucking shitty bell. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.